second set. You know, because they started ahead of schedule, I don't even know who won the first game in the best of 3, which is always handy to know if I, got there. But anyway, we'll go through it as we get it up here. And the bands already out for Poland. LeBlanc and Lee Sin gonna be their first 2 bands over for CDE, banning Nunu and Morgana. Nunu, of course, a very big favorite in the Eastern European scene. We've seen him come into play since we saw that amazingly and now famous play, actually, from them online in the Intel Extreme Masters qualifier. Kassadin will be the third and final band. Pretty standard band these days. I don't remember a game recently where we've not seen Kassadin banned or then straight away being picked. Let's have a look for the third and final band then for CDE. The representatives of the US. Obviously the third and fourth place playoff was going on as well. Kennen will be the final band here for CDE. We actually saw Kennen being played in the second game yesterday on stage here. Actually, that was on the second stage in the other semi-final. With CDE, and it looks like Poland are going to get Karthus. Now, in the semi-final first game, which was played in the players' area rather than here on the main stage, Poland played a ridiculously strong Karthus, who went, I think he even had a Soul Stealer with like 18 stack on it, which obviously is a very, very bad thing for the team they're up against. CDE actually locking Udia and Gangplank from the start. At the moment, we do have St. Vicious, who's tagged up as Bad Guy Sane, awesome, and Nice Guy Reggie. Aw, cute. So yeah, the first 2 picks for CDE are Udia and Gangplank. Over on the other side, bottom lane is now locked in for Poland. Graves and Sona will be the choice over there. And they've got their AP sorted, that bottom lane all in. Let's see what pick 3 and 4 for Chickstick Elo will be. Looks like they're going to go as well for their bottom lane. Now Caitlyn Soraka seems to be the choice for the American side. I'm surprised that Poland have managed to get in there with Karthus. Obviously, Morgana was the main AP champion band out there for CDE, along with Kennen as well, but a little bit less played, of course, Kennen than Morgana recently. Soraka will be locked in here finally. CDE obviously went with Caitlyn as her partner down in that bottom lane. Oh, and it looks like Poland going to get themselves a Nasus here as well. Most likely will be up in that top lane with the Karthus in the mid, Graves Sona down at bottom, and their choice for the jungle looking like it will be a Mumu. Obviously Nocturne is still available in there. We've not seen him on stage here utilized as much as we have in the online process. Only Lee Sin banned out in terms of true junglers at the moment. The Demon is now working his way across to get ready to go with this one. I guess he's been pulled off the other game as well and has to come across here in a rush. Flash Gordon. Hello, Demon.
Nothing like starting a match 10 minutes before it's scheduled, eh?
Actually 15.
15,
just saying, yeah.
So we've got the picks and bans go through, and I do know that actually this game finished quite quickly last time, didn't it? It was a 26-minute match, I believe.
I'm not sure. I was casting Counter-Strike. I don't even know the score. That was my point when they rushed over and were like, oh, we're actually on air.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. The beauty of playing a game off stage is we don't actually get to watch it. However, I have just seen an absolute amazing game between Canada and France in the second match. So it's 1-1 all square over there. I've left Skara and Jan bringing you that action. They kind of want to watch the finals, but I was like, you know what, we'll do it, whatever. So after a 26-minute win for CDE, I'm thinking this one might be a quite quick one. Let's have a look at the team anyway. We've got Amumu, Nasus. This is a pretty lively team from Poland. This is oh dear, they've give Reggie drag out. That's not good. So, I mean, the bands are looking pretty standard between them, Joe. Obviously, you've just seen them going through. I guess you've just been through them all quite happily as well. There are the team. And I've got to be honest, I was talking to the Jat and Scara about it on air over on stage too, but CDE, they've just not had anyone play badly this event. They've all played very well. Obviously, we had the Dyrus gangplank yesterday, pretty much baiting the whole team up towards top lane, teleporting down, and then just taking the dragon quite happily. Just completely baiting
amazing move.
Yeah, and then again, he's baiting them around the Baron pit. So Dyrus played fantastic. X Special next to him as well. He played some amazing stuff on Alistair, so he seemed to be reveling in that. Chauster's played superb, he's been carrying through. Reginald with his Gragas ultis against, I'm trying to think who it was we had on stage. It was against France, of course.
Yeah.
It was against France, and his ultis were fantastic. But over on the Polish team, they did have some great teamwork against CLG, so who knows? Who knows what could happen on their day, as it were, and they are on the main stage, so they've moved out of the gaming area, so moved out of their comfort zone, I guess you could say. And the picks are, of course, Gutless, Graves, Sona, Amumu, and Nasus. So, Gemberg coming into this one, massive underdogs, I feel.
Yeah, massive underdogs, 1-0 behind. It's not going to be pretty if they got off to a bad start in this one. Of course, we do have those plans and picks that were just brought up there as we look to the teams as well. There's the crowd here for the final of League of Legends. It's packed here today. Obviously, we've just seen the StarCraft 2 final happening as well. Actually, the Polish fans seem to have disappeared a little bit. They were here for the Counter-Strike match, which of course Poland won 2-1 in the end. But they seem to have disappeared for the League of Legends.
It was like 11-0 when I saw it with Sweden. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, they lost the second map pretty hard, but the third map they came back, picked up a 16-14 win. So we're on the loading screen actually. Let's see, maybe one last look at Gamberg. Let's get it on.
So here we are into the game. Unfortunately, we're sorry about that top cover. We have no control again over the graphics, the camera or anything, and we are fully aware that that actually covers off the complete golden towers that you have. So we'll try to keep you updated on that. Not too sure why they do that. It doesn't happen on second stage, just on the main stage. It's a bit strange like that. Yeah.
Welcome to
and immediately they get told. Someone from the crowd just run over and go, "You're covering the gold, man."
No, actually, he said you've got CDE and Gamberg on the wrong side, even on the graphic at the top.
Good spot. So Polska are playing as the blue team. That is Poland. CDE, of course, as the purple. And I'm not sure if it's really worth going a roster rundown. I'm not sure, you actually don't get to see the opening load screen, so I guess we should do. Makatu's going to be on Amumu in the jungle. Makler down the bottom on Graves. I'm amazed Graves actually wasn't banned out. He's pretty much banned out in every game. He is definitely the strongest AD carry at the moment. Siku on Sona as well. Sona's been a very strong support. And Cesario on Karthus, Kikis on Nasus. I feel Poland have actually got some pretty good picks here, but then again, when I look towards CDE, you can see Reginald on Gragas and St. Vicious, the bad guy St. Vicious on Gangplank. X Special on Soraka. Dyrus is of course going to be happy farming up top on Udia, and Chauster on Caitlyn. So both teams have really got heroes that they are very good on, and pretty well balanced teams as well. So neither team really choosing to invade. This is going to help Makatu down on the walls. He needs to get away before the experience goes. I think he just about got away, as did X Special at the top there, helping on Udia and Gangplank. Looks like they're going to go over a triple invade here on towards blue. You can see them following across. We'll keep our eye on that one because Chauster is up there. Sorry, X Special is up the top there. Here they go, going in towards the bush. They do manage to catch on towards. The ward goes down as well. They try to catch on towards Kikis. They will force them completely away, and the layways coming out still from the mid on Karthus, but they're going to back away. They didn't actually take the buff. They didn't want to risk it. They just wanted to try and catch them on low health, and it's just going to actually force away. So Kikis will be going up to the top. He has healed himself up as we randomly decide to zooming on towards Saint there. So good guy Saint.
He is a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Apparently. Obviously Reginald, the nice guy in this one, not the bad guy. They've decided to go for the names on this. I feel up at the top there, Dyrus in this early stage is going to be putting as much pressure onto Nasus as possible before he can get that Q farmed up to the ridiculous levels that we've seen in the past. Obviously Reginald in middle early on should be able to bully Karthus fairly effectively away. Of course, Makata at the moment is on the invade, and that red buff is there as well at the moment. They could manage to steal that one away. Well, we're watching here on the middle.
Mumu's picking up the red and the full-on invade there. Let's keep our eye on that one. He's looking like he's going to get it because nobody's going anywhere near him. I don't think that CDE have any idea he's going there. Of course, they don't have clairvoyance. He will pick it up. He's taken very low, though. Very dangerous, ballsy move there from Makato. Or Makat, I should say, because there's no O on the end. I keep saying that. And now he's going to... Is he going to teleport back? Is he going to come round? If he comes around in vision of Reginald, surely he's going to go for the kill there. As we get a random shot of the Namibian, I believe he is, isn't he, as well, with his bow and arrow. Why are we looking at him instead of the game? Let's actually look at the game. That would be nice, if you don't mind, Mr. Director. Whatever you're doing. Yeah, really? Do we need to pan in on him? I don't know. That's a blatant Razor advert right there, if ever I've seen one. And we do finally go back to the game. Sorry about that, guys. We have no control over that. And the director likes to get a little artsy now and again.
Arty-farty. Here we go down the bottom lane. Actually, I'd love to tell you a little bit about the early items, the early CS, but unfortunately, scoreboard's not there either.
We don't have that either, do we? No.
Scoreboard's not there at the minute.
Off to a great start.
I'm sure that'll get there at some point in the near future. Actually, Kizaru in middle doing a decent job at the moment of bullying Reginald's Gragas. As you see, Chosta and Makla just exchanging a little bit of damage down that bottom area. But still no kills in. The gold is just 100 difference at this stage. And we see that Graves is not so far away from hitting level 4. Not sure exactly how far Chaucer is away from that level 4 because we've not clicked on him. There we go, now we can see the CS. 32 to 30. So very, very even down the bottom. Up at the middle area, Gragas 32, 29 for Karthus. Top lane 26 Nasus and 24 for Udia. So pretty much across the board a level game right now.
Oh, I just saw St. Vicious actually coming down to try and go for a gang, but Cesaro's already gone, ported away. Looking up towards the top, Kikis versus Dyrus. Kikis, oh, nice exchange from Makler there, putting a book shot across Jouster, forcing him away. Because he does have some ridiculous AD levels, and Kiki's surely going to get caught out here. I think first blood maybe on the card. St. Vicious tries to pull the snow down. Dyrus is going to use his flash as well on towards the tower. He will go down. Will the tower finish him off? Yes, it will. And Kikis picks up the kill there. Good exchange considering it was a 2-on-1. But first blood, importantly, going to CDE. Followed up by that second kill. And now he's going to keep the gold levels slightly in favour of CDE, but only just as Makta dives in towards Chauster there, puts a book shot across him. Good combo as well with that smoke going down, but Chauster again just net shots away from that one. Makata at the moment coming up to cover off that top. Going to try and put a little bit of tantrum on towards St. Vicious there. Jungler on jungler as Sinku comes around. Now, we're going to have to keep our eyes on whether Poland actually make use of those purple wards, or the pink wards, whichever you like to call them. They were using the pink wards quite a lot against CLG. And I was talking to Jat about it, and he was basically saying, you know, the 4 basic spots that all teams put their wards, it's very easy to counter, and basically they're just using it instead of an Oracle's. It's working very well. It's something we've seen quite a lot of, certainly between myself and Joe, covering the European games. We've definitely noticed the trend of it building up over the last month, and Poland certainly seem to use it heavily. So we'll keep our eye on that one, Joe. As it is, we've just lost the CS, so I'd love to give you that, but blue buff is given across to Cesaru.
Yeah, Karthus now with that blue buff going to be able to spam that little bit more. Is up to 6 now, so that's something we have to keep our eyes on. Actually, everyone in the team from pretty much both teams is round and about full HP, so no real immediate issues. Down at the bottom, we've got some pressure coming on there. Chaucer going fairly low. Soraka was actually back home shopping, so that's one reason that Chaucer fell very low in that little exchange there. Reginald starting to look a little bit more healthy in the middle. Not sure exactly what items he's got on him right now, since that scoreboard is away. You can see that Kizaru just playing this one defensively, using those layways just to try and keep Reginald away from him. As we do see there, the ulti going off. Oh, And you know, we said about Reginald's ultis yesterday, Dion, he didn't miss a single one, and that's the first one we've seen so far today.
Yeah, it's just typical, really. Keeping my eye on Kikis against Dyrus at the top here, actually. Kikis seems to me like he's been slowly struggling. We'll keep our eye on that one, though, because obviously Nasus is one of those, once you start building that queue up, you can be a immovable object in terms of damage, and if you can get a grip of someone with it and start bursting them down, certainly a Chowster down the bottom. I was tempted to call him Chaos because I've literally just got rid of CRG, and it is TSM as well, pretty much mixed in with CLG, so it's a bit of a mix between them. Pink's going down on Dragon at the moment, so looking like CDE are going to go for it. Ward goes down, Darius ports down, Clairvoyance is on there, so Poland completely aware of it. I don't think they can do a lot about it. You can see Joe Reginald at the moment on towards Karthus in the mid there, and he has taken down Karthus there. The gangplank ult to finish him off. Cameraman completely unaware of what was going on. We can see it on the mini-map there, and that will be a Dragon as well to CDE, so big advantage now for CDE already. That's going to be a 2k gold advantage, or just shy of, and really it is working out swimmingly for the US team, or US number 2 I think they were called when they came into this one.
Yeah, because I guess they were seeded number 2, right? They finished second in the qualifiers.
Second in the qualifiers, yeah.
Yeah. And actually they've become US number 1 since they're in the grand final. There's Kikis just trying to pull home, not got any mana at the moment. So, items, finally we can see them. Gragas, triple Doran's ring, Sorcerer's shoes, got himself a ward and a couple of pots there. And in terms of gold, which is what I wanted to see, there we go. Yeah, gold across the board, still pretty even. Obviously, 1.7k overall is the lead that CDE have, with that kill advantage, along with the first blood, plus the dragon that they got. And again, Demon, we said this yesterday about them. Their calls have been superb. Look at this, though. We are seeing Reginald come down. Where's the ulti? Oh, we do see that ulti come in. And they've managed to get Zinku against the wall. Surely going to go down. Yes, he will. Ulti's going to come out for Karthus. That is one very dead Soraka. But Makler still taking a little bit of damage. Chotsa also in all sorts of problems with Kikis around there with that Q. They've moved over onto Reginald, who decides to change off and try and attack in onto Makler. But actually, in the end, it's a good exchange for the Poles.
A very good exchange. A teleport down from Kikis there, working in the favour of Poland. They're actually going to steal the blue to really make it count as well. Obviously missing out on that dragon buff earlier, but unwisely, Makatas had to cut off up the top here and try to fend off Darius. Darius was just pushing on towards the tower there. So, what is going on in terms of items? God knows. We've got gold still on the screen. It is 3-3 in terms of kills, though, we can tell you that. And there is just a 1k advantage. Now they've totally taken it away. They just... There we go, finally managed to get the button back. I'm not too sure who's controlling this camera. It's definitely not a pro player, that's for sure. At the moment, though, Dyrus is... he's going to have his teleport back up. It's only half done, though, so he couldn't join in that fight. Obviously, he had used that teleport to make use and get that dragon. We've got triple Doran's ring here on Reginald, so... to go for that one. He has died twice, which is somewhat unusual. Sorry, he's died once, sorry. He's got the double assist. I'm completely reading it wrong. I've been taking out my comfort zone running between the stages. But as it is a pretty even game. I've got to feel that America is slowly stretching this one, and Poland are kind of like fighting against the wave. Like we mentioned, they have had a very one-sided first match, which was played off stage for reasons only known to certain directors, but at the moment it is looking, and we have a zoom in on Kikis. Well, it's always good to look at. Is that K9?
It's always
Nasus?
No,
it's not, is it? That's I don't even know the skin names. There's that many of them.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. It's totally great when you zoom in on Karthus on Nasus to watch him in his totally exciting lane play. And there's this guy from Namibia again, who's more famous than half of the players that are actually winning stuff here at the World Cyber Games, I think, today.
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a kill.
Yeah.
So, thanks, cameraman, again. This is going well, I feel, this final, Joe.
Should just move it off stage again.
Yeah,
quickly.
Higher def as well. Meanwhile, you can see Kikis in the mid there. Dyrus is just, I don't know, he's just happily farming. I think Dyrus is just going to get left to his own devices and completely out-farm them at the top there. 89 CS to 75, 107 to Graves, though, down the bottom, and 86 for Chowster. Chowster's going to, I would think, certainly cap set up. He tends to do some quite good passive farming. Once we start moving out of this lane phase, he'll soon gain that back up. It's whether Graves can hang on, but Kikis really hates having issues with Dyrus, and Dyrus has played outstanding throughout this tournament. Again, we zoom in on her. She does the interviews for one of the channels, but they do love her, and she loves to come in these outfits every time. I've seen her every single LoL game we've done. The camera's gone onto her.
Let's watch League of Legends, please, Mr. Cameraman.
Watch the game. It would be nice.
Oh, look at this. Actually, Dyrus just stopping Kikis from portaling back. That awesome NASA stun, which is like minus 150% movement speed. You move backwards when you've got that stun on, I think. As we see him hammering away on that turret. Chipping away on that turret is what he's doing. And he's chipped it down to nothing. As we see Blue buff going over here to Kizaru. And then back to Dyrus, who's obviously in his farm. But I agree with you there. Kikis is having all kinds of problems in that top lane, Demon. And I think that could come back to haunt them when we get to this late game. I mean, he's already taken down that turret now, which means he's going to be roaming around and causing even more problems for Poland. Yeah, and
coming around to try and steal Blue as well. I don't think he was there. They're going to catch on towards Xpecial down the bottom here. Makler might be able to finish him off on the turret. No, he will not. Xpecial just heals his way to glory. I think he didn't even need to use his ulti there. Either or the heal. Charleston gets caught out again. Grace just doesn't quite have the damage yet to really make it count, though. He's got flat triple Dorans with the lifesteal, and the mid turret is also going to get taken down, so that's surely going to be the second turret. Nice guy Reginald just forces them away, and the second turret picked up here, and slowly but surely CDE are turning the screw. Kikis on Dyrus at the mid top lane here, and Dyrus, well, he's down to half health, but I really don't think he's that worried. He has got his teleports up. Dragon is due very soon, so we'll keep our eye on that one. As it stands, though, you can see the Wriggles Lancers on both Gangplank and Odir. Meanwhile, NASA's having to go for that Sheen, so he's going to try and build towards Trinity Force, which is, I'm not too sure, is the wisest choice when he's struggled so hard in his lane.
Looks like we're going to be seeing Dragon taken here for Poland. They've got to be quick about it. There goes the Gangplank ulti. Dragon is actually in range, and they've stolen it. They stole the Dragon there. Great move from CDE, and Poland are going to find themselves in a little bit of a tricky situation. Actually, Chelsea decides to net himself over the wall, and they will back away, but, well, doesn't get any more annoying than that for Poland after they've committed to Dragon, and it gets stolen away from them.
Doesn't get much more annoying than dropping to full screen randomly either, because I'm sure that inch worth of screen on you will help. But they're going to go on towards Reginald there. Kikis is not going to be able to finish this off unless he completely commits on the tower, because Chowster can force him away. That is the reaction that comes out from the co-Korean commentators. We just play it a little bit more passive because we could see straight away that it wasn't going to happen, because Dyrus actually coming down towards bottom lane at the moment. We're going to keep our eye on towards Kikis here. He's going to try and go towards Makler. He doesn't have flash. We just saw some... He does have flash, actually. It's just been available. We saw some great flash initiations. Now we've got a baby on the screen. For the love of God, what is going on with this director?
Yay, League of Legends. In the League of Legends final. More babies, please. I think kittens are next, to be honest.
Can they find some kittens? Let's try and rustle some up and see if we can get them on screen as well. But as it was, there is a game of League of Legends going on in between the shots of the audience. We are 4K down in gold at the moment, Poland. And the USA, predictably, are very strong in this game. I kind of called this one last night, didn't I, Joe? I've got to be honest.
You did.
It was... I feel... I don't know whether CLG really would have put up a better fight either, though, because CDE have just been so on their game this tournament. They've played fantastically well throughout it. Like we mentioned, not one single player has played bad. And at the moment, Poland, I think if they can get to endgame, if they can reach the endgame, Poland have a really good chance. They've got a strong team in there, but Dyrus is just getting given his free farm at the top there. Kikis does not have control of him in this top lane. Reginald is kind of doing a lot better in that mid lane as well. Again, that's the 6th shot of an audience member. This time he's drinking coffee, so they get a little bit of an advertisement in there as well. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we do get a look at it. You can see that actually Makler is kind of the only saving grace at the moment. He is still slightly behind in gold compared to Chowster. But again, he just doesn't have the hit points for this. He keeps doing this, diving in there, and it's just, he's not really doing a great deal. Soraka's just quite happily healing it up. so he's been quite ineffective. He has got that BF sword now. We're going to come across towards Dyrus. Oh, Kikis, you are in all sorts of trouble. He's going to get caught out by St. Vicious here. Slow stuns the lot. And then, oh, what a waste of an ulti. Absolute waste. You were already dead.
And a flash.
It was completely pointless. Yeah, flash and an ulti. Totally wasted. Meanwhile, Makato's in all sorts of trouble. The ulti comes out from Reginald. Not enough damage on it. Didn't really knock him the way he wanted to. We have seen Carthus also going down the bottom. Wow!
Two-man Baron.
Have a two-man Baron here. They've both got the Wriggles Lantern on, so it's entirely possible. They're both at level 12. Remember, Baron only spawns at, I think, 15 minutes, so it's going to be pretty weak at the moment. Yeah, they have no idea this is happening. They're actually going to back away from it because Reginald had just spotted a mover coming round, and they're saying, you know what, let's have another free kill. And that is going to be the Carthus ulti, but frankly, the CDE are all over this one. Crescendo comes out, cleansed off, walks away.
That's a new thing that's going to be added to our broadcast, I think. With that, yeah, cleanse. I'm really loving this trend demon of the AD carries taking cleanse. We've seen so often how valuable it can be. Graves actually is flash ignite as Kikis comes back into his lane, but you know, Kikis is 2-2-0 despite having those problems compared to the 1-1-1 of Dyrus. Oh, this is a dead.
Taken down here. Reginald cannot keep on him though. The dash from Reginald and the Gangplank ulti used there, not able to quite pin him down. And you can see Poland actually backing away from this one, so they might have to give up this bottom tower. They're not too sure whether Reginald's coming down to try and go for their gang. That's a new. I've not heard that noise. That's a new one. I'm gonna have to use that one in a moment. And we do have the speakers pretty much in our ear in this.
I can actually hear the Korean commentators better than I can hear Demon.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to turn it up louder because I keep getting random interference popping in my ear. So you'll have to apologise as if we're a little off our game. There is a 5k goal difference within this match though, and currently USA are so far ahead. But Poland do have quite a good endgame team. It's whether they can hang on that long to get there, because this bottom tower is the only one standing on the outer. I don't know what hit points it's on. We can't see it. Macklin is just clearing out, and actually he's keeping up with the farm down the bottom there, despite being completely zoned out really for a large period. Now they're going to try and cut him off. Macklin needs to back away from this one. He's managed to get 30 CS ahead, which is a big difference, but unfortunately the rest of his team are losing the lanes. You can see that St. Vicious in the jungle is 5-0-1. They've closed in on this turret now. Here we go. 4 members of CDE come down. 4 members of Poland also down here. Dyrus also making his way across towards the mid there, while Kikis tries to pass it from up top there. That's going to be the top turret surely going down. They're trying to keep them away. Oh, there are bandage shots just about coming in towards Reginald's big behind, but he does manage to dash away there. And that is going to be all square, but I think they're going to continue pushing this. Kikis is actually just rotating around, if you can see it in the mini-map, and Dyrus has said, you know what, you're going to come down here, I'll go back up top. I'm just going to carry on farming. There he is, Dyrus just goes back up top. Oh, Kikis have come down. They're still trying to keep that engage going on. They have run towards St. Vicious, probably the worst one to bandage toss on. He would just eat them oranges and walk away. And as has been pointed out, them oranges can clear you from a car crash.
Yeah, they certainly do, and we've seen it so often. Here again, Kikis has come back up to this top lane. Poland hanging around by the dragon. That's a nice defensive barrel put down. Actually, ulti from Gangplank already in action. Going to do a nice bit of initial damage, and they're using this Gangplank just to kind of scare the rest of Poland away from this. Kikis and Dyrus continue to knock lumps out of each other in that top lane, but still not on there. And here we go. We are going to see Makata go in there and flash away.
Brilliant silence there from X Special. The minute Makatu got in there, just silenced him so he couldn't pop his ulti. And now they're going to chase in on him. Say Vicious actually quite second low. The ulti just going to blow Mackler away. They're going to back away from this one. Slowbar goes down. Doshing out of that one. Makatu also taking down Volo. The gold at the moment, you know, you can't see it across the board. It is 25k to 30.5k. And Cesaro again trying to ping them up. I can see pings of fullback coming across, and they will pull back. But in the meantime, Dyrus is completely dominating this top lane. You can see he's a level ahead. He's way ahead in items. Nearly got that Trinity Force complete now, and he's just absolutely owning Kikis in this top lane. He is kicking Kikis' ass.
And actually, I saw they moved out of... they were scared to go through the slow bar there again. But I believe in this patch already they had the fix for that, where you only get slowed by it once. So I don't know. Maybe that was in a later patch, hence why they didn't
we are
go
on the
through.
Fizz patch. We should point that one out, not the patch you'd be playing on the current live servers. So,
yeah, I'm not sure 100% where that goes in, because, you know, we have so many tournaments all on different realms, on live, on Fizz patch, on this patch, on that patch. So, you know, getting that a little bit wrong maybe. Here we go. Actually, the Man-Bear pick just moving in towards Karthus there in middle. Not that we really had a look at it, but he did get fairly close in towards him before Dyrus has gone back up to this top lane. And Dyrus, I mean, 147 CS compared to 185. That is very, very strong for Udyr. And we've seen it before so many times in the hands of less capable players as well, how bad it is to have an Udyr on the opposite team late game, because when he's this fed up, he just runs rings around you. You can't do anything against him.
A strong Dyrus is a scary Dyrus, and a strong Udyr is even scarier. He has got Trinity Force complete now. Infinity Edge also on Chowstar. Warmogs, we can see, just been finished by St. Vicious, and Reginald has that Rebidon's Death Cap. So you can see build-wise across all the board they're ahead. We do have the Bloodthirster on Graves is the word I'm after. Saying about about 50 times in there, which is never the greatest commentary in the world. We can see Trinity Force also a long way off completion still, yet to get that Zeal in there. Nasus has been struggling in that top lane, but he just needs to, if he can just get it, he should continue. With Nasus, you basically farm your way to victory, and he just needs to continue farming. I think the ping's just gone down. They're like, yeah, we know Nasus is there. He just stepped straight across the board. Are they going to try and close in for the kill here? I'm not too sure whether he should be or whether he should continue farming at the top there. Reginald just bashes them away. We'll try and get picked off there, but they're not going to catch Reginald out like that. He could just dash away, and really a waste of time. And again, Dyrus, the unstoppable machine that is farming away, is farming his way to victory, literally. Takes yet another turret. That's the third turret now for Dyrus, and he is just unstoppable. They're not reacting to him. They need to react to him. He's going to continue pushing. They're probably going to get this mid turret here. This might be the first turret for Poland. It will be, but it is 4-1. And look at that. Dyrus is just bashing the hell out of that bottom turret. He's took it down halfway already. Hopefully we'll get another look at it. There we go. He's taking that turret all on his own in the time that Poland 5-manned the mid.
And it wouldn't surprise me if he's already hit his beaky and he's, in fact, no, he's just going to casually saunter away. It's Dyrus on this bottom lane. He's actually going to meet Graves there. And, well, we didn't get a look at it, but it seems like they've both decided to avoid each other from that. Chowstar at the moment 172 to 214. Here we go then. Dyrus is coming in onto Sinku. Does get the stun down. Was taking the damage of the turret though. And it looks like they could maybe make a move here to try and deal with Kickish, try and knock him out. He is currently the player with the most kills, actually, in the Polish side, at 2-2-0. But again, Dyrus is pushing middle lane. And look at this, they've pulled 3 men over to try and deal with him, and he just turtle shells himself up and walks casually away from all of that damage.
And will it be the bait? Will it be enough that they can take down the Baron while they're considering Dyrus an issue down the bottom there? Remember, Dyrus does have teleport, so he can join the fight at any point. They are trying to take Baron at the moment. Reginald just keeping them at bay. Meanwhile, Dyrus makes himself purely visible down the bottom and says, don't worry, guys, nothing's happening at that Baron at all. Just completely don't concentrate. There, look, you can see they have no vision of it at all. They're kind of wondering about it. Because they're 3-manning it, they're not really sure. Kick is now going on towards Dyrus there. Dyrus is engaging. I'm not too sure whether he's going to try and be able to finish him off. I don't think so. They're still thinking something's up here. They think it's not right. They have picked up the Baron. Now Dyrus goes diving in. He's got to be careful because Kikis will pop his ulti. He needs to back away from that turret. Why is he so? Just kites away from it. Now he's going to get caught by it, using that flash up. But Kikis having to use his ulti and the turret to fight a one-on-one with Dyrus there. And Dyrus still nearly came out on top. He is so much stronger right now than Kikis has been in that top lane. He even just takes down that. Bandage just comes across and goes, wait a minute, they've already gone because Dyrus was here.
Dyrus was here. Yeah, and, you know, halfway through that fight, Baron buff just appears on Dyrus as well, and Kikis must have been like, oh, that's not going to go well, is it? And Kikis just sat on the fountain there, getting himself healed up. But, yeah, Dyrus, in my opinion, is going to be the big difference in this one. And look at the levels, Demon. Dyrus level 18 already. There's no one really near him in the opposition team. Kikis is level 15, Zaru 14, Sinku 10, Makla 14, Makata 11. This is going to be an uphill struggle from this point. We see there the damage that barrel is doing from Reginald. Actually put his ulti out there. He did a massive amount to Karthus, who's now been forced to go home. They're waiting for this minion wave, and I think this inner turret is going to go down. Yep, we in fact will see Kiki's back away. Nasus is going to give that one up. And then we are going to see the poke coming into force, which obviously is there. They've got Caitlyn, they've got those barrels rolling in. They can really take these turrets down so quickly now. Oh, there goes the initiation. Actually, Gangplank going to put the ulti in. Ulti comes across from Sona, but I think they're doing decently here. Kazaru is going to go down. No real surprise with that one. We are going to see Sinku go down as well. St. Vicious taking all the damage. They've diving in left, right, and center. Only Kikis is left alive. He's stood on the fountain at the moment, trying to heal himself up fast enough, but we are going to see this inhibitor go down, and I tell you what, they're going to go all the way with this one.
Yeah, and why not? They're just going to take this Nexus turret down. They can easily take the second one down for the Team Even Sports. It has been a completely one-sided final, and CDE have looked incredible throughout this tournament. So USA and Reginald even fountain dives at the end there just for the lols. But USA are the champions of World Cyber Games for the second year running. It is a different lineup from last year, but again they were completely victorious, taking it 2-0. Reginald looking very happy there. There's a happy Dynasty. He does have emotions. He is smiling, and he has shown it now. And it is really the first major victory for some of these guys. Obviously, they've all had it individually. We had Team Solar Mid, Epic Gaming also won a tournament, IPL 3, I believe it was. And of course, St. Vicious there from CLG. So a great mix of a team, really coming together for a fantastic Team USA. Number 2, as it were, beating Poland pretty heavily in the finals. It was a one-sided finals. At least you got to see a picture of a baby in the way through.
That made up for it all. A baby. That's Reginald, who's been really quiet this event. I've not heard his voice once, which is a rarity, I can assure you that. But they've come to this event, CDE. They've done so well, Damon. They've played so solidly throughout. We saw them yesterday in the semi-final. They demolished France. They outclassed them. And to be honest, they've done the same to Poland here as well.
Yeah, Poland, the surprise finalists, obviously coming into this one, the massive underdogs. But I'm not too sure, even if CLG would have made it